So that's the CPRS help link. There's also the national online training site for CPRS. I think that's the wiki, if I'm not mistaken. Oh no, it's not. This one, I'm not sure how updated it is. I think this might be one of the older national CPRS training pages. There is a new one, and it's called the VHU, VE Health University. And actually, there's registration is going on right now. Let me show you the link to VHU. And I think everybody on this call should take a look at it and register for at least one class because there's so many classes out there. It's really awesome. Let me see if I can pull it up. I think it's my VHU campus. I think it's myvhucampus.gov. And you guys you have to register an account. You have to have an account with them. So, I don't think I have the right. Oh, it's .com? Sorry, thanks. myvhucampus.com. Yes, this is really, really cool. This is where we get our training. This is, all the updates about what's going on in ICD-10 or what's going on with any new packages. This is where you're going to find it. So it's www.myvhucampus.com. And then you have to click on this little kiosk here to sign in. Oh, you can't see my kiosk. Okay, well, anyway, this orientation is for another day. I don't want to go into too much detail about any one of these resources, but I want you guys to kind of keep that in the back of your mind because you're going to be receiving an email from us very shortly to let you know. Oh, it's already out. Oh, Mel just told me that we already sent out the email. Oh, it went out this morning, I think, letting you guys know that you can now register for several classes on these VHU campus. And it's actually done remotely like what I'm doing with you now. So it's really awesome. You can take as many classes as you want, and a lot of them you can get CMEs for those clinicians that are on the call. You can get a lot of work, get a lot of education credits. So please make sure you register and take a look at the list of classes that are available and register. Okay? The last thing I want to just quickly talk about is CPRS Query. It is an application that allows clinicians, mostly providers, to query their patient panel for certain items like abnormal lab results or completed consults or progress notes and stuff like that. I'm not going to go into too much detail, but that option is available. For any provider that's on this call, if you're interested in hearing more about it, please send me an email. I'll be more than happy to sit down with you and show you how it can help you keep better track of your patient panel and keep track, all the conditions and what's going on with your panel of patients. Okay, so that's CPRS Query. The other thing that I think is really, really underused is IMED consent. IMED consent is used when you have a procedure that you need to perform on a patient. You need to obtain IMED consent form. We no longer do paper forms. It's not legal anymore. We have to do everything through IMED consent. So you got to make sure if you're working in the clinics, if you're going to be doing a procedure that requires consent form, you need to make sure you go to a desk that has the e-pad and IMED consent is installed on that computer. But even if you don't do consent forms, IMED consent is really, really good for anybody who wants to learn more about a particular procedure. For example, or even just to print out patient education materials for your patient. The one thing I do have to warn you is a lot of times you might get this weird installation error message. Don't panic, just cancel it. Just cancel it. I have to do this like 15 times. It works. It's just for some reason runs through this despicable of error messages. And then just type in, just sign in again like you would into CPRS. And let's say I was going to print out some patient education topics on astigmatism for my patient. So what I do is I would have to go under ophthalmology category, and then under there is education topics. There's the easy reading, which I think is grades 5 or below, and then standard is grade 7 and below. So if I click on easy reading and I click on astigmatism, again, you might run into the error message, just cancel, and then it'll show up. I'm not going to go through the other stuff, but obviously these are all applications that other services have use for. So not everybody is going to be able to use Quasar, obviously, only audiology. So I'm going to skip over those things. Obviously, the link to secure messaging is there, so any provider, they can use that if they've properly registered or authenticated or whatever and have patients who are participating in it. Vista imaging display, you guys should all know that already, so I'm going to skip over that.